I had to put it on this list because it is a heavy hitter. What's up, my cherry bombs? On today's video, I'm gonna be sharing some of my favorite beastly heavy hitter fall fragrances. And if that sounds like something that you're definitely interested in, go ahead and continue watching. We're gonna just jump right into it. This is in no particular order, but the first fragrance is one from Snif. Now, every time I smell this fragrance, I think of grown and sexy. And every time I wear this fragrance, and I've only worn it 3 times since I've gotten it, it's been hitting everybody with a punch. It is beastly. It is strong, it is sexy, and it is Suganami. Now, this is a very sexy fragrance. It has a note of Angelica in it, and whenever I think of Angelica, I think of a grown and sexy woman. It gives me the vibes of a night out with a nice slip dress with some pretty heels and a nice little clutch. Definitely going to like a ball or a gala or something very sophisticated. Whenever I wear this fragrance, it's always giving me those beastly vibes. It does not disappoint when it comes to longevity and sillage. Next fragrance is one that I like to wear during the spring, summer, and fall time and winter time. This is a fragrance that is definitely perfect for all year round. And when you smell it, you probably think that it's not one that you would wear through the summer and springtime and fall time, but when it dries down and settles in, it becomes the prettiest all year round tobacco fragrance, and it is Amouage Sunshine Woman. Now, this is white tobacco leaf, it's vanilla, it's coconut. This is so sexy, you guys. This is a beautiful tobacco leaf fragrance for women and men. Now, this is the woman version, but men and women can wear it. This has a creamy effect that it gives on the skin, and even smelling it from the cap, you get that creaminess on this from this fragrance. It has beautiful white florals and I really love this during the spring and summertime. But imagine while it's getting cooler. Right now we're going through a hurricane. It is currently the 28th of September while I'm recording this video. So you guys already know that Florida is going through a hurricane. The hurricane is about to hit tonight. And while I'm trying to be safe, this is the one fragrance that I really have nearby because it's very comforting and cozy and it's still sexy. Amouage Sunshine Woman is one that you need to have in your collection for sure. And of course, a lot of these fragrances can be found on Twisted Lily. So keep in mind, Twisted Lily definitely have samples before you buy the fragrance. So you can definitely sample it out and then you can buy it if you really like it. And y'all know that I have a coupon code for y'all, which is CHERYSTV 10 for an extra 10% off. Every fragrance that I mentioned today, I will link it in the description box below. And if it's from Twisted Lily, you can definitely get an extra percentage off. So keep that in mind. The next fragrance is one from Killian, and this is a boozy apple pie spicy fragrance. And this is one that is extremely popular, but I know why it's popular because it's so good. And it's one that you would see on all collection videos, because especially during the fall time, because it's just that good. And it is Killian's Angel Shares. This one instantly transports me to the holidays, Thanksgiving. Imagine after Thanksgiving dinner and y'all eating dessert, apple pie, peach cobbler, anything that has to do with a sprinkle of cinnamon. That is what I think of. Apple fritters and all those good stuff. This is one that I really love. It's super sexy. It has a boozy effect on it, but it's not extra boozy. But if you wear this and you get stopped by a cop, he will probably give you like a alcohol test because it's really good, but it does definitely stand out. This is a sexy one, and this is one that I would definitely be having this fall. This one is one that you could definitely find on Amazon for a cheap price, and it's honestly the cheapest on this list, and it is one that is beautiful. It's a beautiful oud vanilla spicy fragrance, and it's super sweet, but it's not overly sweet for you to not wear during the fall time. And it is Oud Vanilla by Frank Olivier. You guys can't be sleeping on the Middle Eastern type of fragrances because, you guys, these fragrances are beautiful. Now, they're beastly and they're affordable. Of course, sometimes the packaging could be a little wonky, but who cares about packaging? It's all about the juice. And if you're looking for a beautiful, perfectly blended vanilla, oud, spicy, sweet fragrance, and this is one that you need to have in your collection for this fall time. This next fragrance is a beastly fragrance, but this one, I noticed that while it's beastly, it doesn't project crazy heavy. Now it does project, but compared to some of these that's on my list, it doesn't project crazy. It's very moderate when it comes to the projection, which is not that bad. But what's pretty about this fragrance is the sillage. And this is the fragrance that you want to wear while you're at home and you are cuddled up under the blanket or under a fireplace and you're sipping on your coffee, your hot chocolate, your tea, whatever have you, your whiskey, and you're just giving off those cozy vibes. And this is one that I would definitely wear for those occasions, and it is Maison Margiela's By the Fireplace. The name alone just lets you know exactly what's going on in this fragrance. Now, if you didn't know, Replica is a brand that replicates a vibe. So they're trying to give you that vibe of cuddling up by the fireplace with eating your s'mores, eating whatever you're eating, drinking your warm, festive drinks. This is what that is giving. It's always a vibe when it comes to Replica fragrances. So this is exactly what it sounds like. It's smoky, it's sexy, it has a little sweetness in it, but all in all, this is probably one of the most sexiest fragrances that they have in their collection. My second favorite is Jazz Club, but honestly, I had to pick this one up for this fall time because I said I'm not going to spend another fall and winter time without By the Fireplace. And it is so sexy. It goes on the skin and it lasts all day. The sillage is the best part of this fragrance, to be honest with you. It's nothing like walking past somebody and then 5 seconds later they smell your fragrance and they literally chase you down. Now this next one is not one that I really talk about on this channel, but it is super good. And the reason why I haven't been talking about it is because the fall wasn't here. And I put it on a sales declutter list and I had to take it off because I'm like, girl, what are you doing? My husband took it and he was like, okay, well, since you're gonna sell it, let me wear it one last time. And he wore it and it lasted 12 hours on his skin. He had a 10-hour shift that day. And when I tell you this fragrance did not come to play, and it is from BDK and it is Ombre Safrano from BDK. Now this has saffron, black pepper, and plum. It has a leather accord, it has rose, and it has alderman, oak wood, sandalwood, and vanilla bean extract. First thing I get from this fragrance is a sexy, smoky, leathery fragrance. Then it goes down to the plum. The plum is super juicy in this fragrance, and then all you smell towards the mid and the dry down is a creamy, woody vanilla fragrance with some smoke and some spices. This is beautiful. This is one that is so sexy, and I honestly see it being worn in the fall time and in the winter time. To be honest with you guys, this is a really good transitional fall to winter fragrance. I had to put it on this list because it is a heavy hitter. Oh my God. And my husband wore it a couple times in the summertime and it worked amazingly. So you don't have to feel like you need to wait till winter to wear this because it's definitely a beastly fragrance. It's going to get you the compliments and it's going to get on your skin and it's going to work. It's not cloying at all. The projection is crazy, but the sillage is very sexy. Now this next fragrance is one that I love so much. And I mean, when I tell y'all I love it, this was my husband's wedding day scent. When we bought it, we unboxed it together for you guys. And I usually don't do that on my channel, but we had to because it was a special fragrance. I love this fragrance and it's from Gurrlll and it is Naxos. If you're looking for the smoothest, and I mean the smoothest tobacco fragrance that you will ever smell in your life, get Naxos. It is so smooth, and then it has a beautiful honey note that is so sickly sweet, but it's not cloying. A lot of people do look for special occasion fragrances, so this would definitely fall under that bracket. If you're looking for a sexy fall or winter, sexy, heavy hitter, special occasion fragrance, then Naxos is the way to go. Now this next one is one of my husband's favorites for the fall time, and honestly I would have to say it is almost about to be his signature scent for the fall time. And I've only had this for such a small amount of time. I told my husband that I wanted a Dior for the 31st and he bought me this fragrance. And when I tell you, this has been the best fragrance ever, but my husband been wearing it more than me, and it is Tabacular. If you like Naxos, most likely you will like this one. They are totally different, but this one is more appealing to most people. It is sexy, it's juicy, it is honey, it's smoke. This is such a sexy fragrance. All you gotta do is smell it and you'll see how sexy it is. Like, this has the biggest sillage I've ever smelled on a fragrance. My husband wore this fragrance and sprayed it on his jacket. The jacket was sitting here in this room, and for weeks on end, every single time I opened the door, I walked in the room and I smelled tubercular. And I'm like, why do I smell tubercular? I haven't sprayed it in a minute. And when I was looking on my clothes, I'm like, maybe I sprayed on my clothes. My husband hanged his jacket in here, and it was a jean jacket. And all I smelled when I got the jean jacket was tubercular. So if you're looking for something that's gonna stick, that's gonna show out before you come out, this is that. Now, you guys know that I like my vanillas and I like my ouds and my tobaccos, but I also love my rose fragrances. So it wouldn't be a list if I didn't share a beastly rose fragrance. And this is one of the prettiest rose fragrances I've ever smelled. It's still one of my favorites, and that's why I don't wear it as much, because it's sexy and it's discontinued and it's really hard to find. But it is sexy, and it is Roses Barbaranza. As you guys can see, I started to wear it, and then when they started to discontinue it, I said, girl, this has to be in your collection forever. This is the prettiest rose fragrance. It has notes of pistachio, it has rose, it has powdery notes, it has spicy notes, and it has sweet notes such as vanilla. You guys, this is such a beautiful rose fragrance. I love it. I love this fragrance. I think that is perfect for a girl that likes a timeless, sexy, elegant fragrance. It's beautiful, and it's not linear at all, so it has different phases in the fragrance, which I love. If you're looking for something so sexy, if I find it, I'll link it. But this is a rose fragrance that you need to have in your collection. This next one is a boozy fragrance, but trust me, it don't come to play at all. And this is from Navitus Perfume, and it is So Brandy. If you like Killian's Apple Brandy, then you'll fall in love with this, because I think this is even better than that. They don't smell alike at all. But the funny thing about this, it's sexy, it's boozy, it's chocolatey, it is nice. Like, it smells like cognac and whiskey. This is a fragrance that I cannot wait to wear. If you guys know anything about fragrance reviews on YouTube, then you should know who Big Beard Business is. And this is a fragrance that he released with Navitus Perfume in collaboration. And I love this. And the best part about Navitus Perfume fragrances is that they're straight to perfumes. You don't have to worry about them lasting long. And that's what I like when a reviewer makes a fragrance, because they know what the consumers want. We want something that smells good. We want something that's going to stick. We want something that's going to give us a long and heavy sillage and projection. And that is what this fragrance gives and more. It's definitely unisex. Everything that I mentioned today is unisex. A man and a woman can wear it. And that was it for the video, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me here yet again. I'll link everything in the description box below, and I'll link all my discount codes. So be sure to use that to save extra coins on either the samples that you're going to buy from Twisted Lily or the full bottles that you're going to buy today. Until we see each other again, please, please, please stay safe and keep on smelling fragrances. Bye, cherry bombs.